It's done.
Jamilu. Do some final setup here. Here we go. Once again, I'm gonna have to remember how to play this damn game. It's been a week. But we know how it is. Neither of the two people here can remember anything for a week.
Hey, I can remember
Can
that
you?
last week
Can you?
we met a dragon.
And what did the dragon say?
He said, I'm dying. I'm the last dragon.
What a story. I'm dying. Not even dragons can defeat cancer.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, last time the game remembered, oh right, we probably should have a plot or something.
Oh, and I remember there's cockroaches outside.
Yeah, there are.
But I remember that from when I played it as a kid. Sorry.
The music changed, that's how you know. But the innkeeper doesn't care that I'm shooting magic off in their inn.
The innkeeper, like, gives no craps. Because his counter is impervious to your problems.
So anyways, between the last stream and this one, I spent a lot of time in the rooms.
In the rooms.
By the rooms, I mean the one room. Leveling up all these idiots. Even the useless ones. To max level. It took like an hour and a half of entering and exiting that one room over and over again. And boy oh boy did that suck. It was absolutely not worth watching, so it was probably for the best I did it not on stream. I also added a emote, but it didn't get approved yet. In honor of this game.
Sad.
So it is not available yet. It will eventually be my second animated emote once Twitch gets around to remembering that people with less than 8 million followers / subscribers exist.
8 million of both, perhaps?
Yes, exactly. I can also pretty safely say that, the description you read out of that guide about what the water fairy does if it's shooting homing shots is very generous.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they, like,
It's
sort of home, but they don't, like, finish the homing.
It shoots shots that move, usually kind of vaguely in the direction of an enemy, but they just kind of do what they want. They just kind of go places.
Anyway, I see that you have, not that fairy out.
Yeah, because it's awful. It's useless. Right now I've got the anger fairy out just because I want to see what it does in a situation where I'm not just killing everything in the room immediately.
Alright, well, let's go test it out on a cockroach.
Also, as I tweeted, my gamer cred is on the line. There's not much of it.
Here, give that to me. That's mine until you beat this game.
Oh no, she's absorbed my power.
Look, I beat this game years and years and years ago.
So yeah, we are going until this game ends or I end, one of the two. The internet's been a little inconsistent, so it might end up being me. But we'll see what happens. Look at him go. I didn't know these things rolled around. That's, something. Okay, the Anger Fairy does seem to suck against these guys specifically, at least.
You need axe to break those. Come on, dude.
I'm trying to figure out where it is I need to go. They said there was an entrance somewhere in this town. I think it was the other side. I think I went southwest. I'm supposed to go southeast. As I say this to the nobody currently watching. Gonna just complete this on my own on stream, I guess.
It's cool. I'm here as a witness.
I will say the Anger Fairy homes better than the Water Fairy's homing shots. I guess that's probably where I need to go. This ominous hole in the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, get him. Probably rolled off screen. Oh, it's dark down here. Alright. I suppose that follows. Let's put away our Mad Fairy.
I see you did not spend the time to reorganize your inventory at all.
I did not. And turn on our Light Fairy. Whoop. Here we go. Okay, so...
Look at how much better the Light Fairy is now.
I'm gonna guess we don't want to go up into any of these, because I'll probably just go right back up into town. And we're trying to go to somewhere that's presumably down. So let's go around until we find a... Yeah, like that. That over there. That's probably a fake exit.
You don't know that. Maybe you gotta go into a house you couldn't enter or something.
I don't know that, but I feel like it's a safe assumption.
Why? Why? Why would you not go everywhere you can go in a dungeon? What
To
kind
not
of
waste
gamer
my
are
own
you?
time.
No wonder I have your power.
Hello, Life Forcer. How you doing? What did I just pick up? Was that an antidote?
Maybe.
I actually don't care, so I guess that... Honestly, I kind of feel like maybe I should be using a slightly stronger weapon than the sword I have at the moment, because these guys are surviving singular hits, and it's a little annoying. Nope, they're just going to live through it. I cannot kill them in one hit with what I have equipped. Ah, an XP ball that none of my fairies can pick up now.
Yep. XP balls are now worthless to you.
I'm just kind of aimlessly walking here. This is probably not the way to be doing this, but... Hey, we did it. We found the dead end.
Good job.
Hey, the scorpion's back. And I'm poisoned.
Haha.
Well, if that was a antidote I picked up, that'll be useful at least.
I think it was an antidote, but...
See ya. I like that the poison attack doesn't even hurt you, it just poisons you.
Yeah.
That's really something.
It's an interesting poison mechanic. Get that. You should get that.
Let's use this one. Restock. Nothing there.
I really think that you need to go up in those up lights.
Well, currently I found literally nothing. Well, there's one.
Why don't you use it? Use it!
Why would I use it?
Go use it!
Why would I use
Go
it?
use it!
Why do you want to
use
waste
it.
my time?
Go use it.
Why do you wish to waste my time?
Why not?
Because you want me to believe you, and then you tell me things that are blatant lies. Like
Well,
this. I will show you how blatant of a lie it is.
It's fine. Do it.
Oh, look, we're back in town. I didn't realize these holes were actually all over town for real. That's, kind of interesting.
Yeah, you gotta find the right path.
This is a different spot that I went in, right?
It is.
Okay.
You went in further down.
Let's go into this one, see where this drops us. Whoop. Here we are. Excuse me.
See, I'm just trying to help you. I'm trying to help you understand.
I will say that the Light Fairy leveling up was actually worth it, even if you don't end up using it that many more times. Because it's basically, like, you're not reliant on the crappy little aura around said fairy anymore.
Yeah, now you actually have...
It's basically like you just turn the lights on.
Yeah.
This is where I just was, isn't it?
You just gotta figure out where you're going.
I'm gonna assume this won't work because we're not in a dungeon, but let's see. Yeah. weirdly restrictive map item is also a decision this game made.
Do cockroaches actually dig tunnels?
That's a good question. I don't really know that much about cockroaches.
I don't either.
I also don't know if scorpions dig into the ground.
I do know that scorpions do dig into the ground because we had a coworker in the past who, when they were installing their pool in Florida, ended up with a house full of scorpions.
Who was that?
I'm not telling you. Stream, what the heck, dude?
I never got to hear that story. That's a cool story. Alright, where is this? Is this where I came in?
I will say that
This is where I came in. Okay.
I will say that the coworker in question did not think it was that cool. And that can maybe give you a hint as to who it might have been.
Okay, yeah, I have suspicions. Oh, if we luck out, people will actually come and start watching this after I've worked out where I'm supposed to be in this very visually uninteresting maze.
Said person later on went to go pull out, like, sheets to change the sheets, and they were in one of those plastic covers that you have for your sheets, right? In the closet.
Can't stay and watch, unfortunately, but I wish you luck.
Thank you. Yeah, so thanks for the resub.
And there was a scorpion in the sheets.
I just noticed it was actually like a hill there for me to walk up, even though it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. A hill to nothing.
Alright, where's this one go? This is by the arena, I guess. You can't jump over the holes. That doesn't... Logically, you should be able to jump over the holes, but this is a video game, so they just vacuum you on down. Get rid of that gravity. Who needs that? I can't tell if this flail is like a really good weapon or kind of a garbage weapon.
I always liked the flail.
Okay, where's this one? This is the one that I went up the first time on your... Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Now please figure out how the holes work.
So I guess now I gotta figure out, is there one specific hole I'm supposed to be going into, or am I just trying to,
I seem to
find a specific
recall
location?
something...
Because it feels like, so far, all the ones I've found have all been connected to each other. Sometimes very, like, far apart, but,
I seem to recall something, but, I don't know if I should give you any hints.
There's nothing to gain by standing around fighting all these guys. Hello.
That's true. There is nothing to gain. Alright, fine, I'll give you a hint. You should leave these tunnels and check out all of the houses, because you have not explored around town very well. Like, talk to the people and stuff.
I don't want to talk to these people, they're all assholes. Something awful has happened. Yeah. I don't know when this hole will be destroyed by... I'd be more concerned about the bugs, sir. If I'm being honest.
Treat them with care. They are very old. I'm glad that they actually were not destroyed, also.
Yeah, the bugs apparently don't care about the library. Science and sorcery.
That's fine, but then this area is messed up. Geography and literature.
Arcs, Toronto. The only two towns that exist, apparently. I have to assume this game's just taking place in, like, one very specific corner of this game world.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that would be very weird. Okay, yeah, Toronto's Canada. Where is Arcs? What is Arcs?
Secret other Canada.
Oh, you changed your dialogue. You're less, like, weird about being young. Alright, you guys are still,
It's still a little weird. Hi.
What, you just noticed?
I did. I'm a slow person, okay?
Alright, what's going on in here? Apparently, Vanessa's, mom and dad have not noticed that there's a bit of a situation going on.
The bug apocalypse has not affected them at all.
Things are going pretty good. For me. Don't know about she.
I'm okay. I'm fine.
Had a pretty good week this week at work.
I didn't, but... it was fine. I wouldn't say it was good.
Glad these, like, cockroaches are just worthless in terms of value.
I mean, they are cockroaches.
It's like these shops do not really care about what's going on either. They are also, not entirely, but mostly behind impervious counters. Come up here and talk to you guys behind the counter. You got anything to say?
Did you?
I did. I still have one, in fact. I found two, and I'm not sure why there were two. The guy from the library is a character. I also have no idea why that particular episode of Kirby recorded so poorly. I did not notice that until I saw a comment talking about it and looked at the video afterwards. But yeah, that recorded real bad. This man is, like, locked in here. He thinks he's safe, but you know what? You are no longer safe, sir. What a shock.
I wonder why.
I haven't been selling many items lately.
Could it possibly be because it's not safe to go outside?
Just noticed, actually, I should, in fact, free up another inventory space here. Because I have a better axe than this one. I don't need this. There we go. I don't want to get rid of the fire axe, even though I have a... Or the fire sword, even though I have a better sword. Because... as far as I know, I might need to break ice again. Bane load. What is this, the apartment building? The inn? A mansion? What is this? Where am I?
The pantry.
Why does the pantry have beds in it?
I don't know.
You're a lawyer, right? Why don't you take care of them? They keep coming back, man. Everyone just lives in their pantry. Stop it. Talk about monsters somewhere else. I'm busy getting dinner ready. On what? There's nothing to cook on in here. Is it these pots? Are you cooking in these pots?
Nope.
Why is the bookcase behind the beds? Another question. That's okay. I'm sure the dragon has come to... The dragon's probably dead, based on what it told us.
The dragon has come to help us.
The dragon gave me its power, though, so I guess in a sense. Okay, yeah, these are apartments. Alright.
That's true. You don't want a pool of water that you cannot access. That's just asking for trouble.
Gonna get mosquitoes, something fierce.
Or literally anything else. Death algae or
Nope, nothing in there.
bacteria doom.
I tried to get rid of the monster. The singular monster that came in the town, but I got hurt. Dude.
Please help.
I would, but he just told me to fuck off, so I'm also off I fuck. 203. Doesn't even have tenants wanted, just 203.
In you go.
We don't want tenants in this room. There's somebody here. I'm going to leave for Arcs on an expedition to the ruins that I have. Okay. But the monster has appeared again, so it's been postponed. Unlucky.
Indeed.
No, the dragon is a friend. The dragon is preventing the demon lord from destroying the world. I think it's flat said, actually, factually destroying the world. But it's dying, so its powers are weakening. So it
now
bestowed
there's bugs.
upon us a chunk of what was remaining of its power, which gave us some stats. But apparently the demons are getting out a little bit. That was weird. I feel like I was not expected to come back into this exact room, apparently. The game did not seem to know how to handle that situation for a second.
Dun da 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 da.
I mean, they're not really that big of a threat. The cockroaches, you can kind of just walk around them. They don't really seem to be doing anything.
Smack him once and step out of the way. It's fine.
No. Not really. I don't need any duplicate jades. I've got max level everything. It's fine. These rooms are all set up real weird. Like, the dresser is unreachable, unless you climb over the beds, which we are incapable of doing.
Or slide under the table.
So far, I've gone into all the buildings. I guess it's at the arena? And I found nothing.
Okay, so maybe I was just remembering the story that you had to go into earlier, but...
No, it didn't go into this one. There's a hole right there. The monsters are coming to town again. Yeah. The monsters apparently live under your town, which is very unfortunate for Toronto, I guess.
Why did you build your house on top of magic cockroaches?
Somehow the Droog magic field has disappeared. That same day, the monsters attacked the village. I don't really understand.
I mean, that's fair. I don't understand it either.
Does that mean the dragon's actually factually dead now?
Maybe.
Hey, old lady. I did, in fact, go to the Ice Castle. I'd like to meet the Fairy Queen myself someday. I don't know where she went. They're probably already in the Demon King's castle, being like, where in the flying heck is he? Knowing my party. I couldn't leave some signposts or anything to, like, assist. That's a name. I mean, the fact of the matter is, you got plot at the very start of the game. Then you do, like, 3 dungeons, which have a grand total plot of go to a place because it's there. And then suddenly the game's like, oh right, the plot. That exists. I'm gonna be defeated by the first maze on the... just a literally empty room. By the maze in between us and the final dungeon, apparently. hello. We are newlyweds. Go away. See, you guys have nothing new to say. Alright. Got the weird creeper still looking in here? Yep. The townspeople won't survive another monster attack. Yeah, fix that wall. Fix that hole that you probably didn't put in there yourself. Oh, I'm so busy. Yeah, there is something going on outside. Bugs.
Okay. I got it now. You ready?
Was your hint wildly off base, or was your hint correct?
My hint was wildly off base. Go
Okay.
to the eastmost entrance.
Alright. We're against the wall. Let's make sure there's nothing, like, hiding out over here. Oh, looks like a no. Okay. Eastmost. So that's a possibility. Are there any more east ones? Whoop. That one is slightly west east. So I guess that makes this one the eastmost. Whoop.
And then go east.
And then go east. But I can go east in two ways.
Go east until you find a passage down. Go east. Go east. East.
Bye.
East.
Scorpion. Well, that failed.
Go east better.
I can't go east any further from there.
Well, you didn't try. You didn't try going east from the norther
In
path.
fact, I did. That
No,
was
you
the way
didn't.
I went.
No.
Because here's the entrance.
Go east
Go this way?
and go east. East.
That connects back to... Oh, maybe it doesn't.
Okay, now
So why did you not say go northeast instead of just east?
go northish. Also, I don't need to explain myself to you.
I mean, if you're gonna give directions, you should give accurate directions.
I didn't say I was going to give directions. I'm just giving you vague guidelines.
Whoop. Apparently that is just a dead end, so I don't need to bother with that scorpion. Get out of my way, bug. There we go.
Okay? Then go to where you have to go.
No options this time, huh? Them being invincible while rolling is,
There you go. Hey, why'd you leave?
I didn't expect it to just throw me out instantly. Some rockin' music. Kinda. Some kinda rockin' music. We probably don't need you right now. Which one is my attack fairy? Well, that is a attack fairy, but not the one I'm looking for. That is the resurrection fairy? Oh, it's the lightning fairy, the useless one.
Wait, you haven't used it at its max level, though.
I did, in fact, while I was leveling it up, and it's still useless. Because it sits there, doing nothing 90% of the time. There it is. Let's just go max power here. Oh god, the statue's come alive. Alright. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah. That is not RetroArch slowing down. The music is going the correct speed. That is just the game is struggling. Okay, you can't hit them until they start moving of their own volition.
Yep. There you go. You now can warp here. You never have to go through Cockroach Tunnel again.
Alright, let's do our traditional thing and take a look at the mess we're getting into here. That is a big room. It's a pair of big rooms.
Yep.
Hey guys! Every 200 years, a new Fairy Queen is chosen. It's been a short time since I became Fairy Queen. I've made lots of mistakes. I was shocked to find that the Sorcerer Ramus had gotten out of hand. I'm so inexperienced. I was shocked to fond also. From the Platinum Shrine, the Dark World will spread someday until it envelops everything. After everything is destroyed, only Doom will be moving. An eternity without time or space. Now, wake up. Are you not actually an enemy? Okay. Oh god. Alright. There's floor that falls away.
Aren't you excited about this?
Knowing that that's the case, I'll be right back.
Oh, I gotta find it. Where is it? Let's see, let's see. How do you kill a circus? Go for the juggler. My fear of moving stairs is escalating.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
You know what? I heard the juggler joke, and that's a good one.
Yeah, that one was good. Come on.
The escalator one, though, that ain't it.
Again, I have to give you a bad one so you appreciate the good one.
Ah, okay, I see it. There are very, very difficult to see cracks in the floor that's gonna fall away. There's a door that is locked, so I may have...
No, you can jump down.
Oh, you just fall down. Okay, you don't, like, take damage.
I don't know if you take damage. I'm saying that you can jump to the down.
Ugh. You do take some damage.
But it doesn't matter for
Yeah.
you. Who cares?
Also, it brings us back here. Okay, so that was not the direction to go, because there's nothing but locked doors over there. The floor falls away pretty quick, but,
You can just walk. It's fine.
I feel like I've selected poorly here. What? No, it turned out okay. Alright. That is a right mess over there that I don't want to mess with if I don't have to, deal with it. Okay, there we go. Got solid floor. And the thing about those spikes is, I was right. They just used a freaking floor pattern that is nightmarish on the eyes to try and spot ones that are different on in the Ice Palace. I saw that door down. Also a door up. Okay, first off, where am I? I'm back on floor 1, I think. I am there. Okay. Seeing that, I actually want to go back down first. It looks like down goes to a more self-contained area. What am I looking at here? The Sun of Life will shrink into the Western Sea forever.
Sink, not shrink.
The immobile star of the gods will stand silently in the northern sky. Eventually, the Sun of Oblivion will rise from the eastern mountains. Rolled to be in the sun will turn to ashes. So that was west, north, east, south.
Good job. You got the treasure.
Hey, new helmet. Made out of the stuff this entire place is made of, apparently. Where is it? Is it this one? Beautiful helmet. Contains magic. Defense power 12. My inventory is very, very full. That's probably not great.
Nah, it's okay. You can throw away some of those antidote herbs.
Oop, also, I can just toss this helmet. And this helmet. Okay. Getting a defense up was probably, good. Yeah, it's been remarkably lacking in monsters aside from those statues at the start that, kicked my butt a bit. But the previous floor has me a bit worried that it's going to be jumping puzzle zone. Oops, speaking of statues... Ow. Luckily, the Life Fairy makes it so that there is not a lot to worry about here. There is a very faint color difference on the statues that come to life, but it's a little difficult... Oh, Jesus, for me to notice. My eyes are definitely not as good as they once were, which does not help. Why are we unable to hit each other? What's happening? Okay. This guy? Yeah. Gotcha. What's this one? The Dark Zone is ahead. It belongs to the Dark World. It is the source of the Dark Space. Entropy power is deniably the source of all... What? That last bit went a little over my head. Wow, they weren't kidding. That's dark as heck.
I return bearing cookies.
Hooray. Oh, it is literally so dark that even our light fairy can't do anything about it.
I mean, we're in the depths of Canada, so here are some maple cookies.
Set those right there on my desk.
From Quebec, no less. I couldn't get any from Toronto, they didn't exist.
Wrong item. So I guess we just kind of need to bumble our way through here. Since our light fairy cannot light up the darkness. Can't use our map, though, to at least get a rough idea of where we are. So the left room and the right room are connected to nothing, which means they may have treasures in them. I guess now the question is, are there, like, holes and crap on the floor, or are we, Oh, there are walls?
Just wander through this fun maze until you find the way.
Oh yeah, this is good. Mm. This is good stuff here. Ugh.
Can you feel your brain power growing?
This is how they expected you to do this, right? Just rub up against these walls until you find the way to go, right? Because there's no... I feel like everywhere I've gone has been a dead end. How is that possible? There is, insofar as I can tell, no visual cues to anything in this room. How do I get back down? No. Okay, this just walks straight down. I don't know why that didn't work at first. Alright. And nothing there. We can walk this way. We can walk down. Left. Up. Nope. Up. Nope. Okay, there we go. We can go left a little ways, we can go up a little ways. Go... Ah! All that effort and it's locked.
Haha.
Oh god, I don't remember how I got over here. Okay.
Can't wait till you get to the other door and find out it's locked too.
That's, being very generous, I'm going to figure out how to get through this room. Okay, that one's not locked. I can tell by the door sprite.
You did it. Good job.
Those are safe. No, wasn't really worth it, but I guess having more lives against the final boss ain't bad. Oh god, that means we're gonna have to find our way back to this room and find our way back to that locked door eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Awful. That black floor is kind of creepy. Nothing in there besides the darkness. You can't feel anything. Oh no, I found my way through that room by bouncing my face off of every wall in the place. So... Entropy will destroy all the dark power.
You should have entroped. Hmm.
So I'm not particularly happy as another one of these rooms. Oh my god, it's so big. Why? Why would you do this? Yeah, so there's no way it's just open, right? That would be...
Yeah, it'd be too easy. Clearly.
Oh, there's enemies in here. That's awesome. Alright, where the hell am I in this room? At this point?
There.
Okay. You know, it'd be awesome if they hit a treasure in this room. And by awesome, I mean literally the worst possible thing they could do. Is there one?
I'm not saying anything.
I can't go up. Can't go down. Nope, can't go down here, though. Okay, there's the stairs. And by stairs, I mean door, clearly.
This door.
Can't get there from here directly. No, no. Why are you just ignoring my weapon, sir?
To try and break your shield. Clearly.
Alright, that was... Oh, I guess they did hide a treasure in here. The silence key.
Now you can just leave.
Now I can just, you know, simply walk back out of the room. I will say this game is at least kind enough to stop your walking animation when you hit a wall.
Yeah.
I have played plenty of games that do not do that. Which would make this probably actually impossible.
Well, unless they added a bonk.
I can't tell if those guys are bound by the walls or not.
They are.
How did I hit him?
A great question.
Where the fuck am I?
Way too north.
Wow, yeah, I got way too up.
Way too north. Go south.
Yeah, I need to go presumably more down than from here. Yeah, more down. There we go.
All right.
Alright, now we gotta figure out how to get it.
This is a good gimmick. Definitely not just annoying.
Oh yeah, yeah. 100% agreed on that front. This isn't terrible, what are you saying?
Would you prefer teleport maze almost?
Yeah, no. I would not.
Why not? Teleport mazes are the best gimmick.
Not on the first floor of Platinum.
Contaminated by dark power.
Gross. When is being able to see ever did anything good for me, personally?
Ah.
Alright, found the castle key, cool. Ow.
Ah, you got shot.
The best part is, because all my fairies are max level, there's literally no reason for me to keep fighting these guys, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, why? Why are you wasting your time like this?
I feel like I've played a game that had a pitch black teleport maze in it. Probably like a wizardry game or something. Alright, now back to the statue room. I guess I could have just, like, used a warp gate to teleport back to this first floor statue, but,
A game like that just screams, I do not want you to play me.
So, I will say, the statue room thing here is a cool idea, but their game engine cannot handle it.
Yeah. But their game engine, like, couldn't handle a lot of the stuff they put in it, let's be real.
Alright, that's the one. This is the one where both these guys come to life on me, so... Yeah. I feel like there's not a way to do that without taking a hit. It seems like they don't trigger until you're directly in between them.
Just let it go. If they don't want to bother you, just don't bother with them.
Too many sprites. Okay.
Life Fairy is definitely the best fairy, though.
Alright, so I need to circle back around to the locked doors and figure out which one is the one we want. Hop.
Boing.
Okay. We go around here. Alright.
That's why it's Bane load. You get it? You get it?
Is it this door? On the first floor of Platinum. Thought to be used on the second. Thanks. Cool hint.
Not there. Try the other side.
What I do first, though, in case I accidentally fall in a hole, is go down these stairs and come back up so that I'm not reset all the way across the entire room if I screw up and fall down.
His name is not Brian, sadly.
His name is, a different romanization of Lamille from, 7th Saga, actually. if you put in no name. I think it's Ramir in this one. But in the Japanese, it's the exact same as that one. I don't think it's supposed to be the same guy. I don't know that, though, given that this platinum helmet we just picked up looks a lot like the armor Lemuel wears. So it might be the same guy.
Hooray, trivia.
Well, that's apparently a name that the developers of this, Seventh Saga, and Mystic Arc just really like. Because it's in all three of them.
Or it could be a continuing character.
Yeah, or it could be just this dude. Oh, this doesn't look great. There we go. Hi. Get out of here. Okay, so the floor doesn't require, like, immediate reaction time, which is good. Oh, hello. Go away. Whoop. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's what they do. Alright.
Oops.
The endless key.
I think you killed your path back.
Yeah, I don't think I can get back now without falling down. Not that way, for sure.
Does it respawn? No.
Yep. Just gotta fall in the hole.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I was probably lucky that the, vacuum dude pulling on me a little bit didn't completely ruin my ability to get to that treasure chest. Is there another door down this way? I feel like there was.
Yeah, there was.
Alright, is this where the endless key goes? If not, we get to fall in the hole again. I'm on the second floor of Platinum.
Ew! Gross!
I don't feel like that's gonna open a door.
It did. Ew. I like that you read about things rotting and falling apart and you just are like, yeah, I should eat.
What can I say? My reaction to most things is, give me the food. There we go. Alright. Need you to,
Maybe it's made out of wood.
need you guys to die. Okay, there we go. Alright. Before I start this, let's do the, intelligent thing. Where am I trying to get to in this room? Oh, it actually shows where all the floors are. Look at that. I want to go to the right. Generally. I feel like I should check and see if there is something up at the top, though.
Yeah, there might be a chest or something.
Survey says, not so much.
Yes, there is.
That must go to the other door. Yeah, I couldn't get back anyway. I see what the intended route there was. Go one direction instead of both like I did.
Yeah,
But,
you flubbed it.
you take a whole 1 damage from falling, so...
And if you're wise and have leveled a life of 30, it's not a
It's
problem.
very much a who cares kinda situation. Logically, that key goes to this door. Because it is the only locked door that we have access to at the moment. That is a big key. On the second floor, Platinum. The spirit of the goblins is strong here. In the key?
The key. Use it. Use it.
Alright, I've killed the spirit of the goblins, I guess.
No. You've unleashed the spirit of the goblins with their spirit. Goblins. Goblins. Goblins.
There's certainly a lot of... Hello. There's certainly a lot of statues here.
Are you calling me a goblin?
You
Hey!
are. You are a goblin.
I am not a goblin!
All VTubers are goblins. It's part of their state of being.
No.
I'm still not certain if this flail is actually a good weapon or not. Like... It's the strongest thing we've got that
Oh,
has
God.
range. Goblin these nuts.
Nah!
Right, I think these statues... That one ain't. Okay. And you are kind of in the way, so I'm going to... There we go.
Yes, the statue off to the side is in the way.
Well, there was no way to get around it without activating it, really, so...
That's a different thing than being in the way, though.
It's fundamentally the same in the video game sense.
No, they're not.
Just kind of walk along the bottom here. This is a really long hallway. Is this, like, going somewhere?
Of course it's going somewhere. There's nowhere else to go. I don't know why you care.
I need to know.
You don't need to know.
Where the heck are the other save points in this dungeon? Is there only the one?
You don't need to know.
Oh, hey, buddy. Being the dragon was your fate. I mean, I feel like it was my fate because you guys were too lazy to go do it yourselves, but, time is already growing short. You already know that.
Only you have the correct blood to have met the dragon, though.
That was mentioned by Dad by the bit of plot at the very beginning. Hey, look at that, another save point finally.
Wine and you shall receive, apparently.
Guess there's just not one on the second floor for some reason. I think this is the first time we've been up to the third floor, so let's take a look at it.
Do 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 do
Alright.
do do.
We got big hole rooms. We've got another very large room that worries me because of the previous very large rooms. I've got one room over here that looks like it might not actually be connected to anything on this floor. But we'll have to see. Did I buy warp gates? Do I have any warp gates, or am I stuck in here? I am stuck in here.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, that could be a problem.
So just kidding, I guess you do have to go back through the, Cockroach Town if you want to, escape.
I don't feel like there's any good reason for me to, do so.
Nothing seems to be dropping free warp gates either. Such a pity. Such a pity.
Yeah, we'll just have to deal with the consequences of our actions, I guess. I've got about, like, 20 lives at this point, and a healing fairy, so I don't feel like there's anything that's going to be a significant issue. Alright, our most promising for getting things options look like the far right door and the far left door. Judging by the size of my character, the holes in that room and the first right side door are too big to get across. Evil Sweden is underneath Canada.
It could be evil Denmark, you don't know.
That door is
Wait,
locked.
Denmark?
Can't go that way.
Not Denmark.
Could go this way. If we walk all the way down here, we don't have to deal with any of these statues maybe coming the wave.
Denmark is off center, right?
That one... Okay, let's check the Sweden room. the hell? Oh, they're teleporters. Alright, alright, alright. They're teleporters and we want to end up on the side where the door is.
Sweden also off-center.
That one puts us there. Where does this one put us?
Finland also off-center. What's the one that's not off-center? Are they all off-center and I'm just crazy?
Do these two that are next to each other just connect to each other? Okay, yeah, so that was not the correct first step. Not that one. Let's try this one.
My flag knowledge has failed me. That's okay.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'll
have
just
very much
there.
flag knowledge.
This one. No, that was easy.
Now to do that in the dark.
Now to haul ass. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Oh no.
You did it. You got the royal armor.
There is now no way out of this room without falling into the hole.
You better keep going straight. Just in case.
Let's put the armor on first, before I forget that we have it. Set with jewels. Defense power 15 has great value. Oh, I got hung up on the chest. Ah, that door is also locked, so we got one other option here. Have to come back for these rooms.
Yep. Have to remember that they're there.
Instead we have to do this. And where do we want to go in this room? Also, I'm going to just kind of throw this on the ground. There we go. Oh, this room is a mess. Alright, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Take the path of most resistance. Okay. Let's maybe not take that route. That route seems bad. Let's go this way.
The gravity eyes are after you. How you gonna open the door?
From the direction I went, I
Jump diagonal. Not diagonal up, dummy.
was trying to jump diagonal down, but as you are well aware, the diagonal jumps in this don't work very well.
They work fine. It's just very difficult to do them.
Oh, that's just a trap. That's just a trap. That one's just a trap. All right. Fair play. You got me. Okay.
Good job. You did it. But now, how are you gonna get back to the door?
Oh, this is gonna be awful. Because all the floor is falling, there isn't really time to stop and deal with these things. Is the real trick. especially when they just kind of get in the way. Yeah, if I don't finish it today, it's because I spent 5 hours in this room.
I'm glad that they're also slowing down the game.
Yeah, that really does not help. This is another instance of, boy, they made a decision.
You should take a pause here.
Can't. I did that the first time and immediately got sucked into the void. You were present for that, in fact.
Yeah, but
So yeah, do the same thing again.
yeah. Get out of your little anger fairy.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Beat up the bowls of eyes.
Use these to at least get them out of my way.
Alright, that's one. So I'm like, when you get back over to the other rock, how you gonna deal with it?
Oop, nope.
You did it. Good job.
And that got us a key.
A night key. That sounds promising. That sounds like a dark room to me. Maybe a dark room with crumbling floors? A dark room with teleports?
Okay, and there is absolutely nothing else in this room. Okay, that was all to get this key.
Dun dun dun. Dun dun.
There we go. Does that count as a puzzle?
Jumping diagonally is kind of a puzzle in this game.
That's true. Found on the 3rd floor of Platinum. Even time seems to be controlled by darkness. Does not go to this door. Well, at least we only have one other option for doors, so...
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Alright, what do we got here?
Tock, tick tock. This isn't dark at all. I feel betrayed.
Thank you, Fairy, for your kind of assist. Everything that homes in this game has a little bit of trouble with it.
It's because they, like, get knocked in, like, such weird ways.
Alright, I figured out why I have issues with the flail as a weapon. The hitbox on it does not seem to actually match the sprite of the weapon. Like, at all. Honestly, the Anger Fairy is actually kind of powerful, but the way it knocks things around is a little bit of a bother, like you said.
Yeah.
You were not wrong.
That's the like, I really like the Anger Fairy, except for that, which makes me not like the Anger Fairy.
Hey, Rain. I can't believe I was defeated. I can. When this battle is over, I'll retire from my life as a warrior and marry Vanessa. Maybe open a little restaurant and settle down. I think that might be the most character development out of any character in this game so far, right there. That one text box.
I'm too old. Time to not be doing this anymore.
Alright, floor 4. Let's take a look at it. Alright, every dungeon in the game thus far has had exact... Sorry, I got distracted by this. Has had exactly 4 floors, and this looks very much like a, like... Here is our boss build-up and arena zone. So...
I mean, you are fighting the Demon King in the Demon King's castle or whatever, maybe. That's kind of sensical, right?
Yep. they were going to change up the format, this would be the dungeon to do it in. The dark water will melt everything and bring destruction to everyone. Stop bringing up new things. You're like making shit up as we go now. Stop it. Alright, so I noticed something. Okay, there we go. So we got here, but there appears to be nowhere I can actually move to. Oh, hey. What's up?
Oh no.
Oh no, the old man has been injured.
Not the old man.
I should have known better. At my age, it was going too well. Please take this. That is the latest invention of scientific magic.
Oh no, my hubris.
The phaser. Gasp, gasp. Which obviously he said instead of gasping. That's very clear, right?
Gasp.
Where we all agree with this.
Gasp.
That's okay. I'm very tough. Since meeting you in Arcs, my journey has become very eventful. He didn't say very. I'm sure you can beat the Demon King. I believe in your power. Gah. Oh shit. Oh, okay. It was a fake out. Don't worry, I sent him back to the village through the warp gate. So
I know that this is a video game world, and then when people disappear, they usually die.
So
But in this
got-
case, that's not what happened.
Oh, it makes a floor. Hot damn. Look at that. Is that permanent or is that temporary?
It's semi-permanent.
I assume if I go off screen, it'll... Oh, and it breaks eventually. Okay, so it lasts a while. Alright, so that's how you get around this big room. I see. We can kind of hop over here. Alright. So we can go up and to the left to a room. Or we can go down to a bunch of stuff. What is our better option here? I feel like going up to that isolated room is probably...
I think you should go down and check out that corner.
Check out the corner over... You mean, like, this mess? Because this isn't...
No, I mean that corner down over there.
This?
Yeah.
And then down into here. And up into here, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But I could be wrong. You might want to go the other way.
I mean, either way, if we're wrong, we're going to be taking a very long, semi-obnoxious... Seriously?
Maybe I should actually look it up instead of just guiding you randomly.
So I gotta say, in this dungeon, the vacuum guys are by far the single worst thing in it.
Okay, there's a source of power in the westmost room of the floor.
Is it locked?
No.
Let's go grab that then.
And then the southeast exit is the progression direction.
All right, let's see if we can get over to the.
Just blatantly cheating now.
Source of power, and then we can bring that back to the save point and do it. Maybe our last save's coming. If I fall a number of times, I will just, like, give up on it. I guess it depends on how many vacuum dudes there are. Alright, let me refresh myself. Is there actually anything here, or do I need to just, magic my way across the room? I could go to the left and then down, or I could go down and then left. I'm not sure what the correct option here is. I do like that if you, like, follow it, you can get a little bit of extra flora out of it. Oh, it does do damage, too. That's good. Ah, that guy was standing in the magic spot where you can't actually hit him with the flail, even though you're lined up with him.
That's why you gotta swing the flail around your body.
Oh, fuck. Yep. Punished for letting go a second too early. Boy, that's annoying.
They really want you to have decently leveled fairies at this point.
Even though that doesn't help. Just witnessed. Aside from the life fairy.
And Life Fairy is a very good fairy. And deserves respect.
You know what? Let's just go over to the left even further. Maybe it won't spawn. The game wants you to cheese it.
It does. That's why you gotta use your brain. It's Brain Lord, my guy.
Alright, let's take the source of power back to the save point. Let's get our 2 or 3 points up.
That was an earlier dungeon.
We still have all that cheese, too.
The game was trying to give you a hint with all that cheese. You must cheese in this game.
Honestly, it kind of feels like staying against the outermost walls is the strat in this, this room. Oh, that was a little frightening. Save me, fairy. It tried its best. Alright. Now we just make a little bridge down to there, and... there we go.
All right, time.
Let's see how many times we have to reset.
Wait, check your stat.
I have 19. So we want 21 or 22.
Go, go, 22. Go, go, 22. 22, 22, 22 for you.
Nope.
Nope.
Our time-honored tradition. Bane load. How bad is the final boss going to be, do you remember?
Nope, I don't remember. I was able to beat it as a kid, so you should be able to get it. Who cares? I think I used a lot of revives, though. But I'm not good at this kind of game, and you know it, so...
21-21, that's good enough. Would have liked to get the 22, but I don't want to sit here,
and scum that hard.
Also, I kind of like having balanced stats there.
It feels good to have them even.
Okay, so we want to get down this way
Symmetry,
now.
lizard brain.
So I get a little further away from the floors here. There we go. And by floors, I mean holes. Once again, getting punished for letting go a little too early. There we go. That worked out nicely. Dang. The Anger Fairy is really good when the enemy actually, like, can't move due to the circumstance of where it is.
Yep.
I forgot what this floor looks like already. Or rather, this particular room.
It looks like a hallway.
Alright, so smack in the middle is the way that clearly leads to our showdown. That's almost certainly going to be behind a locked door.
There's a closer door and there's a further away door that you're gonna have to go into eventually.
We got that locked door downstairs, too. We didn't find a key for. Alright, this is just straight up, you found the phaser, right? Which I feel like most of this floor is that.
You couldn't have gotten here without the
Yep.
phaser.
You
The game is more like, we gave you a spell here at the end of the game. We need to make sure that you use it.
Alright, so we got a patch of floor if we follow the right wall. And then we go this way. And actually what I want to do... Whoop. Very gently, there we go. Turning on this tiny little, one-tile floor is moderately terrifying. The platinum key, alright. Almost walked right off that edge there.
Be more careful.
I mean, I guess in this circumstance it would just be a fast way back to the door, so,
All you're doing is wasting your own time by not jumping in the hole, to be honest.
basically, yeah.
It's not even like the damage is gonna harm you because you've got the fairy. Artificially extending gameplay time by not jumping in a hole.
Yeah, we've got a lot of money that we will never use again. There's a meat. I guess I'll take that. Might be worthwhile to have some actual healing items for the boss. 4th floor platinum, probably not contaminated by the dark power. Does not go there.
Da da da.
Alright, over here we got dead center room and rooms all left.
A teeny little platform off to the right, it looks like.
Yep, I did see that. Well, let's just go straight down the middle and see what sort of horrible things... Wow, that did not line up
locked
at all.
door.
Holy cow. Okay. Door to the afterworld.
Dark territory, even time dies there.
That doesn't sound like this goes to that door.
Probably not contaminated. Platinum key.
Is there anything on this platform? Is there any reason for me to look at this platform? No, there's literally nothing on that platform. Okay. Here is a specifically not locked door. What's in here?
It's
treasure.
a treasure. It's an axe.
Oh boy. Boy, oh boy. The worst weapon type in the game. I'm so happy to have that. It's beefy, though.
Is that a shitty axe in the corner right there, or is that your boomerang?
That's the chuckler.
Okay, go up to the top and get rid of your old shitty axe.
Yeah, the
then.
rock breaker. Probably don't need that anymore. I'm just gonna chuck one of these antidote herbs, as I have a few others scattered throughout my inventory. So that means this key goes to the door downstairs.
And you go check out that path on the right, or the little
I
platform
did.
on
There's
the right.
literally nothing there. As you can see it from, like, here, if I just walk over there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I have no memory for 5 minutes ago. Ah!
We somehow missed each other there.
Except you got healed, so he got you. So your statement is wrong.
Except the healing fairy's healing just went off there even though I was not damaged.
No. You were damaged. Definitely.
Alright, so now we need to go all the way back up this path. Or this room, rather.
The anger fairy gets bored and just attacks anything it sees.
Probably not a real good reason to go back down there right now. Okay, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a room to the right that I forgot about entirely. There was not.
Diddly-doo.
Let's just save all that.
So that leaves what? 2 locked doors left?
Yeah, there was one like at the very bottom, right? Or the second floor.
I think so.
And there was the one that was somewhere around here. Ooh. Apparently I can't think about that while I'm trying to walk through this room.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's certainly a sound. Now the question is, where the hell was that locker room on this floor? I know there was one. All the way to the right on this floor, on this zone. I'm gonna wish I had a Chaos Gate to just warp back up to the 4th floor, I can tell you that. Alright, in here we have... Is this the right one? Yes. Alright, we got a lot of cracked floors here, so we gotta kinda pay attention to what we're doing a little bit. Hey, Platinum Sword. The sword is filled with legendary power. Attack power 10. Filled with legendary power, weaker than your flail.
Yep. But you like sword.
I do like sword. Alright, so what the hell am I missing? We have a door that we can't get through as we don't have a key. Where did I not go?
Where did you not go?
We don't have any more keys in our inventory, right? We got a duplicate key, but I don't think that's, relevant.
Oh, you gotta go back to the 2nd floor and use the phaser. on that other floor.
There's a place to use the phaser down there? Which door gets me back there? Not this one. Right. Wait. Dead center. That's how. Okay. Time to just run. See ya, chumps.
That's the way to do it. Let's go right on through them. Alright, check your muppy mup.
We got all the equipment in this dungeon, though, so that's cool. Oh, that big room there, okay. Yeah, I see the, this. Where's it down here?
It might be center-y stuff, yeah.
We gotta circle around this very long hallway. At least we don't have to go through the dark room just to get there. At least the dark rooms we know about, let's say. It's the deal with the statues again. Yeah, I like the attack arc of the sword way better than I like the attack arc of the,
Ah, an unsatisfying sneeze. The worst kind.
Ow. 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 I don't know if I love or hate that sound effect, honestly. At this point.
Yeah. I think the best part is that it sounds like it was poorly recorded with like a shitty microphone.
Yeah. Alright, so we want to get... Shut up, phone. What's your deal? We want to get... over there. What are we TOSing now?
What does TOS mean?
Okay, I deserved that, honestly.
The only thing I can think of is terms of service. What?
Yeah, it is terms of service, but I don't know what supposedly we did.
Sneeze?
Is this something that I care about?
We were talking about the yeah
Where
or
am I?
the poorly recorded thing. Oh, I see. Naruhodo.
Let's go to the left. Whoop. Let's go to the left more carefully. And down these stairs, which we couldn't get to before. This brings us to a dark room. Is this a super dark room, or is this a... Don't move my mouse.
Do what I want.
Or is this a... not super dark room? Super dark room, okay. Alright, where are we trying to get to?
Oh, you want me to help you again?
No, I need to look at my map. We want to go... Okay, we got 2 places we want to go to.
Do.
Just kinda... There we go, going up.
Apple.
I don't need that.
If only they would drop a warp gate.
Oh, that'd be nice. Make things too easy, though. Okay, so there is a room directly to our right. Can we walk right? I'm gonna guess no. We can, kind of. Where have we ended up after all that walking? Completely across the room. Alright, okay. Let's kind of put this on path towards the other room, so,
Go to the further one first. Kinda.
I just gotta figure out how to get up to it. Oh, wait, this was not the way.
Don't you love rubbing up against invisible walls?
Oh, yeah. This is awesome. Okay. You're on the other side of a wall, you can't get me. Alright, made it. And here is the destruction key. Now we just gotta find our way to that other room. Okay.
Now to see how many times you walk past it completely.
It's gonna be a lot, because I cannot get a feel for this particular part of the floor. Okay, I'm not down to where the door is yet. Aha!
You did it.
It's locked. The fountain key.
Do we get to see a fountain? I like fountains.
Alright, so at this point, I think the only locked door left.
Is the one in the middle of the
Upstairs most zone.
quote-unquote throne room area.
Upstairs most zone.
Have you gotten smarter from playing this game? Mr. Upstairs most room?
I've gotten somethinger. Means we're closing in on the end here.
Yeah, we are. You looking forward to it?
Yeah.
Now that we're getting so close to the end, you've had a pretty good feel for this game now. Is it as bad as you thought it was?
Yeah. Not where I ended off at, though. That was fine. It just manages to get continually worse as you go, somehow. Ah, okay. Though I gotta say, the dark rooms are actually fairly inoffensive compared to some of the other bullshit this game has pulled.
Well, after this, though, you'll be able to say, I've already played Brain Lord, and then you won't ever have to touch it again.
That is true. Ow. Alright, I don't remember how to get up.
Well, you go over, and then you go up.
It was rightmost room. Okay. Luckily, the locked doors just kind of stay open for whatever reason. And by open, I mean, like, non-locked doors actually shut when you leave them, but locked ones never shut again. Seems weird to me, but...
Because once you have the key, and you've used the key, the door will never be locked to you again.
Plus, to unlock a door is temporary, but a key is forever. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Alright, so now we're on... top floor. To the best of my knowledge.
Really? I thought this was the third floor.
No, this is the fourth floor.
Oh.
All we got left is the center room. It's okay, Anger Fairy, that guy is no threat to me.
Oh, for some reason I remembered that particular door as a stairway.
But it's not.
But it is not.
It's just a door.
So you don't want the first door, you want the second door. That one.
And we just want to go straight up.
It's not that far. Oh, and you get out your fountain key.
Found on the first floor of Platinum, dark power tightens the body.
What? What's that mean?
It doesn't go here.
Heh! Where's it go then?
Gotta go through all those rooms again.
Oh, wait.
NANI?
Go to the left.
Oh yeah, there was a locked door up here, wasn't there? Yeah, this one. I see you down there, buddy.
Okay. Fountain!
This ain't a fountain. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, doesn't look like there are any rooms here, so I'm gonna guess what we need is probably, like, over here or over here.
Go northeast first.
Is there any reason for me to go left? No, it's just a dead end. Okay.
Doop-a-da. Doop-a-dum.
Well, this is gonna be awful.
Doop-a-dum. Doop-a-dum.
Oh, good, those guys. They're here. Luckily, the Anger Fairy kind of ripped them apart. Okay. Stairs down there. Now from here to get to those stairs, we want to... go a very obnoxiously long distance.
Ike.
It is in fact up here. I'm gonna be very upset when I inevitably fall. No, not the bow. I want to keep going to the right. Okay. The treasure.
Treasure. I mean, honestly, with the Anger Fairy at max level, those jellyfish are kind of a merciful
God.
enemy to put in here.
Turning on these platforms is just deeply terrifying. Hey, a heart.
You're gonna use it? Not save it as a healing item?
You know, I should probably save that for the boss, yeah. That's not a bad idea this time. Because that can effectively just be another extra life. I'm not even going to try and do the jump. I'm going to just take the half a second to,
Take a half second to,
What is this? So we got an obvious room, and then we got that bit of weirdness down there. And part of me was tempted to just, like, actually look up a map of this floor on my phone, but I feel like that would still be kind of hard to cross-reference. I just can walk straight down.
And there it is. Stairs.
Two sets of stairs, like right next to each other? Doesn't look like it. And up the stairs is... and drop protect. Cool.
Oh no, you're even numbers. So sad.
And that's gonna sit in our inventory for a while. Maybe I'll just forget about it. Alright, so I want to get over to that room. It's got a bit of walking to do. There's so many of these vacuum guys around, it's... Okay, can't go that way. Oh, now I've got a problem. I can't frickin' tell if I'm being stopped from vacuums or if I'm being stopped because there's a wall. Wait, is something pushing me backwards? Oh. Thank you for the raid, Lolo. Is this a conveyor belt? Am I moving?
Maybe. That's cool. And by cool, I mean not cool at all. To put into a dark room.
Like, I can't tell what's happening here. You know, that would probably have been more useful if I had any idea if the phaser hits walls or not. We do have this, though. So there's a wall right there. There's not a wall this way. This is some cursed gaming.
Well, we're near the end, though.
Once again, I cannot tell because this room is pitch black and you can't do anything about it if I'm actually making progress or not. Because unlike a wall, the conveyor belt does not stop your animation. It's like, am I making progress? I can't tell. Am I moving forward or am I just walking in place?
I don't know. Why don't you check the map more?
Because the map is useless.
Isn't this a good puzzle?
Does this count as a puzzle?
Do you feel your brain power growing?
I don't feel like this counts as a puzzle. I feel like this is just wasting my time. And everybody else's. Oop, nope, not status. Where are we? Come on. Okay, now we're there. The worst part of this is because I don't have any warp gates, I literally have no option but to figure this out. Alright, I'm still animating. Where have I ended up? Where am I? Way over there now, alright. Come up, and that puts us where? Upper right corner. Okay, okay, okay. I can't go to the left. And I slide backwards, so we're back to this bullshit.
Ah, what fun
There's the door.
this is.
There's the door. Oh! Conveyor belt almost threw me right past it. That would have been very angering. And now we are in. Ugh. An awful little maze room. I don't see the point of this one, though. Stairs up. And a door. Alright, what's down through the door? Orbs. Chase orb.
Clunk.
Let's just move that there so we can, We got 2 buttons. So we're gonna need to get the chase orb. And the regular orb. Ow. Ah, I see, I see. Okay. Only the right most switch opens that door. So I may have accidentally solved this puzzle.
You know, that's valid.
I would have accidentally solved this puzzle, but I totally, did that. Freaking idiot.
It seems you've learned nothing playing this Brainlord game.
I have learned absolutely zero. I have lost brain cells playing this game. I was on the right track, though. Okay, so we just want to push it up and around the exact same way, like this, instead of the dumbass thing I did. And then we can... Oh no, it is both. Okay. Alright, you come up here. Get out of the way. There we go. I just need to get you back around like this. There we go. Alright, let's get this out of the way so I can see what we're working. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Okay, that wasn't the ideal way to handle that, but it... oh god.
This is fun.
Just gonna tank that, forget it. Okay. I'm like afraid of this room. What is... Yeah, we got a bouncy ball, we got 2 regular balls. Alright, that does that. Okay, both need to be pushed. Okay. So now the question becomes, what do they want me to do? How do they want me to do this? I have a suspicion and I don't like it. Oh my god. I can't believe I did that in one try. My inventory is full, alright. Crap. There's nothing in here that poisons, so let's get rid of this. The Afterworld key. Alright, so we have 2 keys, one of which we definitely know goes to that door we couldn't get through earlier.
And the other one goes to another door you can't get through. Or could not before.
I feel like it must be beyond the door that we couldn't get through anyway, but I don't know that. Now we have to do all this again. Oh, the slowdown. Okay. Oh my god. We must escape room. Okay. There's another staircase up over here that I don't think I went up, so let's check this out. Alright, now where am I? Ah, this room that was not connected to anything, okay. So what is the purpose of this room? More treasures, alright. I think we got some junk healing items I can toss out. Yeah, I don't need these cheeses. And there we have another drink and another key. So now we have 3 keys.
Oh man, that's a lot of keys.
What the hell is another... I feel like there's a door I've completely forgotten about that I have access to at the moment but cannot get through, and I... Where in the heck could that possibly be?
Mm-hmm. I could look it up.
The only one I know for sure where it goes is the Afterworld key, and I can assume one of the keys goes to another locked door probably beyond that.
Let's see here.
First I gotta struggle my way out of this mess, though.
So your 3 keys are...
Afterlife, destruction, entropy.
Hmm.
How the fuck do I get back across this room?
The destruction key is used to open a door in the dark zone.
Well, that's...
Wasn't that the... Wait, though.
I thought we'd opened that already.
Yeah, I thought so too. Isn't that where you got the fountain key?
It doesn't matter. Apparently I'm never going to find my way back out of this room.
Cool.
No, never mind. Got there. Yeah, I could have sworn we did that. The dark zone was on floor... 1? Oh god, I gotta do all this again. I almost forgot about this. Okay. Oh, gotta use the correct magic. There we go. God, this was nerve-wracking enough the first time.
I mean, you might as well just see if you can get to the end.
Yeah, I feel like whatever is behind that other mysterious door, if we don't need to go there, is probably not worth the effort.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely terrified of falling. Because this is a very long way to have to go without messing up even once.
If only you had remembered to get some warp gates.
Yeah, I thought I had bought some after I did my grind to level up the fairies off stream, but apparently I didn't, and now we're a little,
And now,
too far in to,
now this time is happening.
Luckily, the spongy Xbox D-pad has not yet betrayed me.
Unlike my controller, where it's not the D-pad that betrayed me, it's the stick. The stick just decides I'm moving now.
Mine does that occasionally too, which is why I don't have it set up as my main movement option in this. Please kill that. Thank you. Don't know if anyone can hear me very, like, gingerly tapping on this thing to, try to only move a little bit.
I believe we have another cord. If it really came down to it, you could probably set up your PS4 controller.
I don't know if that'll work with this. I'm not running this through Steam.
Oh yeah. Well then I don't know.
Alright, let's see if we can get there. This is where we use the afterlife key. Which one is the afterlife key? Is it this one? Yeah. Okay, to the afterworld on the 4th floor. Yeah, thanks.
Everything is dark and gloomy.
Who's saying this? The Demon King must be around here. Is that me? Did I finally speak? I assume this is where the entropy key goes. What's this one? On the 3rd floor, platinum, crushed by the terrible spirit of darkness.
Alright.
Alright, here we go. Powerless human, what can you do? You will sink into the whirlpool of darkness. Ugh.
Wow.
Ugh.
That's pretty ugly.
I feel like I want a little more reach. I feel like I don't want to be touching this. How do I hurt this? How do I hurt you? Ah, okay, okay. Gotta hit this very awkward spot.
Cool.
Let's back off a little bit.
Well, that was kind of Abunai. Just give your fairy a little time.
You know, looks like it doesn't come all the way down here. Oop, no, that was wrong. Here he comes. Nope.
Alright. Now it has a head. Again, I guess.
Wow.
How many phases is this gonna have, I wonder?
Oh, he breaks the floor. Oh, that's bad.
Alright, alright. Ooh, gross. Oh, and it's severed.
Oh god, and it sucks you around. Okay.
Meat.
I am deeply terrified that this thing is going to, like, reset the fight if I fall on the floor. Ugh.
There's a meat. There's a meat. Whoa. Okay, now, does that count as a defeat?
I didn't die. Where the fuck am I?
But the way that I worded this is a fall. Does this count as a fall? I'm gonna say no, though, because you're still alive. What do you think?
I don't know, man. You worded that in probably the worst possible way. Did you do that on purpose?
No, I had a character limitation.
I might have to actually turn on save states for this. I have no confidence in my ability to,
Come on, I was able to do it. You could do it.
I don't know that I can, given I don't seem to understand the hitbox that thing has.
Don't forget, your gamer cred is on the line.
I mean, you can just throw that in the garbage. If it was gonna just be trying to kill me, that'd be one thing.
Do you have one of those revive things equipped?
Yes.
Okay, good.
So if it was just gonna kill me, that would be one thing. Yeah, I got you. The Demon King is here. I am aware. The Anger Fairy seemed like it was basically doing nothing there, so let's turn that off.
Maybe you should pull out the defense or the offense.
I'm thinking about the offense, because I'm feeling like... What a smart aleck. Oh good, it did reset. Perfect.
Even time is defeated by the darkness. Come on. Get with the program.
It's the Moldworm fight, except even worse, because it's the final boss. Also, it manages to have a shittier hitbox.
Okay, that is for sure one.
Oh, that revives you at full health, huh? Oh my god, can I not... Okay. Why was it not letting me do anything? Can I kill these things? I don't even know.
I don't know. Yes, apparently.
Okay, I don't appreciate that it's decided to camp out right next to... Nah.
Suspicious smelling mushroom.
Okay.
You might want to heal.
That will make life a little easier. Now I just have to not walk into the holes.
Now where to hit?
Yeah, where is your weak point now?
Where hit now? The neck. I see.
Hello? Oh my god. And it's dead.
Wow. So I'm gonna say that was a 1 time that you died to it. What would you say?
I did definitely die 1. I don't know if it's gonna matter. I assume you set it to more than 2. Even if you count the fall down the hole. Oh shit. You did. You made it, like, super awkward with that fall. You know what's even worse?
Huh.
You could have used lose.
I could have. But
Let's call it 1. It killed me once. It actively killed me once. I guess the dragon is officially dying now.
Oh no.
As we escape the castle. Amazing. Great. I'm glad that happened. We fell in a hole. That's the perfect ending to this game. Credits! Is there a post-credit scene? There better be a post-credit scene, because I'm going to be a little upset if that's actually just the ending. Save the world. All in a hole.
I guess you earned this back. Here you go.
Yeah, got my
Show it off.
gamer cred back.
Yeah.
This is secretly just a small card I use for activities in my classes I was going to destroy.
The best part is like the wrong controller.
Yep. Ah, we did it. We've saved the color green.
Dragon Shadow. The dragon did not did.
Even though its soul clearly flew out of its body.
Did not did because it has a shadow. Souls don't have shadows.
It broke the bounds of its body, and here we are, I guess. Wait, I think that's us? The sprite looks a little off, but, I don't think we've seen anybody laying down in this game. Ever.
Well, congratulations.
Beat it in 2 hours and 22 minutes, according to the stream timer. It took that long to go through some mazes and the final boss. Air Fortress was beaten. I still had to finish that level, I just couldn't do it on camera. I still don't think I could.
You?
See why you said the ending to this was kind of a disappointment. This does not feel like it was worth it at all.
I know, right? This ending sucks. It's like nothing was resolved.
I mean,
somehow.
we killed the Demon Lord, I guess. I don't know to what end. The world wasn't destroyed, but... Was this world worth saving?
Right?
Presumably there are no more cockroaches in Toronto, I guess. At least no more cockroaches of unusual size.
Brain was the dog that was owned by the girl in Inspector Gadget.
The girl, whose name is Penny.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys I figured out the recipe to make a house? I sat down and I spent like another, I think, maybe 2 hours. I don't know if you remember how long that was.
I don't. It seemed like forever, though.
Building that house until I managed to successfully build that house.
I think it was longer than 2 hours. It felt really long. I didn't watch the whole time but every time I look back, you were still working on it.
Oh, there's more. Okay.
It's still not worth it, though. Just saying.
What? The notorious bandit Numakuna has been seen in town. A reward of 5,000 G to whoever catches him alive. Did you put that note without reading it first? Was that your first time seeing that note?
What?
Welcome, you have a new job. I put it on the wall like I often do. That's not even the same note. There you go.
Gotta check the other one, too.
By a new job, I meant 3. Did you find a good job?
No.
We want to go with you. Don't go on ahead alone. The Fairy Queen's still gonna just kind of come with us, I guess, huh?
She's bored.
Rain, I thought you were retiring. Oh. Thank you, game, for... No, we're going to have a baby, so I need the money.
The truth.
Congratulations, that's great. Now to make my,
Make your
doesn't
child have a complex.
that doesn't sound right.
Ow.
What? Don't you have to go home? What?
Huh?
It's okay. I plan to go on a journey for what? We can go on again as 5. Yeah, you guys were so helpful this whole time. Bye. Yeah, that wasn't worth it. That was not worth it. That was awful.
Was that ending better than the just laying in the grass ending?
Honestly, no. 1994. Heck of a year for gaming right there.
Thanks, Enix.
I'll be honest, I didn't expect to be done with this relatively early in. I have nothing planned now. What do we do?
You could try out that thing.
Oh yeah, I can see that'll record. And first I'm going to refresh myself. I'll be right back.
Oh, sweet. I can tell some jokes. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see here. So, like, Frank has to replace his batteries in his controller still because he's using the old controller, right? So, if anybody wants some dead batteries, they will be given out free of charge. Oh! No? Okay. uh... Okay. So, like, we got some new pillows, and like ever since then, I've been having dreams every night. So I have a question. When you dream in color, is it a pigment of your imagination?
I regret that I came back into the room for that. Holy crap. The overall update for Chinese parents is an interesting idea. Let me close out of this. Let me turn off this. I did just buy something, though, so I want to see if I can get that to work with this.
Here, Frank, give me your glass and I will get you some water.
Okay.
And give everybody a reprieve from me.
Give me a sec to see if I can get this to show up. Because I literally just bought this. I've got no idea. Currently can't see the chat because I'm elsewhere. Whatever. Alright, let's see if it loads up. My computer has a bit of trouble, because it's old and garbage. Can I go full screen? Because I know I can make this windowed. You're going to start out full screen. Okay, cool. Oh my god, that's loud as hell. Okay. Windowed. Oh, there we go, that's a good size. Ah, Jesus Christ, it's so loud. Turn down, please. Okay. How's that sound? How's that music level? A little better? Now let's see if this will show up. And let's try window catcher. And once I get things kind of set up, I'll fiddle around a little bit. Alright, there we got a black screen. That is not what I want. I don't think this is the way to do this. Let's... try again. OBS is having a little bit of trouble here. Might crash on me at this rate. OBS is having a lot of problems. I don't even know if I'm still live at this point. Oh, nope, there we go. Okay, came back. Came back. Let's see, can you find it this way?